Hello and welcome to episode 44 of our Ostriv Alpha 5.3 Let's Play. It is May of 1811 in our town. We have 2,434 residents, and it's been a little while, I guess 2 weeks since the last episode. But we have plenty to accomplish today, thanks in large part to some great comments left, especially, specifically I want to shout out jfisher5151 in the comment section for letting me know a whole bunch of stuff that we've had to fix. And we're going to take our time doing that today, rest assured. There's plenty to get done, so let's go ahead and jump right on in. Just to catch you guys up on where we left off, we started building some more stuff over here. And then also, over into this area, we've got a little bit of stuff to take care of. We've got to move this forestry somewhere else, figure out a couple other things, and start putting in some more market stalls in different spots. Build this area out and maybe put another farm in. But there is plenty to do, and we're going to be getting to that in just a second. But first, let's just take a quick stock of all of our different farms and reforestation areas. Yes, this is why you want to keep up on that, because we have 2 of these that need to be planted. We want to make sure we're not setting ourselves up for any really bad shortages of firewood, but I think we're going to be okay now because we have 182,000 currently. So that's looking very good. So, like I said, J Fisher has a fantastic list of stuff for us to fix, as you might have gotten a glimpse from when I flashed that comment up on the screen. But we're going to start right at the very first thing they pointed out, and that is our warehouses. Now, I believe it's this warehouse right here, one of these 4 that has bark stored in it. It says, take from other warehouses. This is almost certainly the source of our problem for our asheries. So I'm going to uncheck that. And, actually, I'm just going to click through all of these and make sure that none of these are also checked. So I think that's probably, what are you storing? Flax? All right, that doesn't matter. But we'll just, uncheck this. It's creating unnecessary trips for all of our logistics people. I believe we've just about gone through all of them. I think there's a couple more. Hold on. What's this one? All right, that's not relevant to have checked. That's fine. Okay, I believe that should... Outside of this, how do we still have all these? How many warehouses do I have? Now I'm actually kind of curious because I feel like we've gone through just about all of this. Yeah, we're just going to say that's all of them. So hopefully that allows us to start storing some more bark over here. Hey, look, there's already 1,000. Looks like that's going to solve our problem. That's amazing. I cannot believe I did not think of that earlier. But now we've got all the rest of this stuff. Hopefully should catch up a little bit better. And then also pointed out Saltworks, which we have dotted around. I don't remember exactly. It's been a while since I played. But let's take a look here. See, this guy right here is not actually taking water from a platform down here. They're taking it from all of these wells up here, and I think that's causing some problems. So let's just uncheck for production on, well, all of these. If I can remember which ones are where. Yeah. So what we need to do is we need to give them a place they can gather their water from. That's going to be a better alternative to all of this. And we can do that easily by putting a platform in down by the river, which we'll take care of momentarily. Just want to make sure these are all unmarked for production, because that was causing a lot of water problems here. All right, so here's our saltworks. And the easiest path to water is probably going to be down here, but part of the problem we had was that this is a very, very steep riverbank. So if we were to put a platform here, it would really cause some very strange terraforming issues. So what we're going to do instead is we're going to... Oh, it's not going to let me, is it? Okay. So we're going to have to... yeah, you said it. We're going to have to just destroy this, and then we'll... hold on. No, I want this. Okay, they're just going to mow it anyway. All right, forget it. That's going to irritate the you-know-what out of me if we don't take care of that. So, see, there's really not a great spot. I don't want to put this in there, so I guess I'll just... see, there's just not that many good places for it. There's one here and one here, so I guess that's going to have to be fine. I don't need to get rid of this, and I don't need to block it completely. So, and I really do not want to have a terraforming monster on my hands again. I think we're just going to have to trust that they're going to be able to supply the water appropriately. And I think it's probably going to be fine. And they also made a note about market stalls and food spoilage. I don't think we're really having that much of a problem with it, but let's go ahead and check what we're doing here with the resources. We're looking for perished. The apples always go bad. I don't know exactly what the deal is with that. But we, okay, well, so far in 1811, we haven't harvested any. So it's just going to be the ones from last year that went bad. But let's see, we got barley harvest perished because they didn't gather all of it. Cow hides, I'm not really concerned about that. We have tons of cows. Fish going bad really shouldn't be happening. But, I don't know exactly what's happening there because we should be making dried fish. So maybe this is a better thing to look at the end of the year so we get a more complete picture. But see, we're really not perishing very much stuff. The cow hides is kind of a curiosity because, well, we have a lot of cows. In case you hadn't noticed, we have a lot of cows. Actually, it should tell us. We have 270 cows. So I'm not going to lose sleep over having cow hides spoil because, you know, we're pretty much running all these tanneries at full tilt. We have 2 running leather, 1 running sheepskin. Like, it's fine. We're making do. But we do need to add more market stalls as we keep building more houses. So we'll keep that in mind. And then another thing that was interesting, it's in the middle of a planting season, so we can't do this quite yet. But some of our fields, we have a huge surplus of barley. So one thing we want to do is go through all of our farm fields and maybe start turning some of our barley harvest into wheat or sunflowers, depending on all that stuff. So I think what I'm going to do... okay, I'm going to do sunflowers here and take that barley out. So we have another rotation here. Do I have another... yes, so that actually needs to be probably set up like this. I believe might end up being fine. I guess it doesn't really matter. We're going to use the sunflowers no matter what, and they aren't going to go bad. But we're going to want to do this at a couple of other... Like, look at how much barley we're growing. We really do not need this much. So I'm just going to turn a couple of these into wheat. Go to another farm. And then I think... See how I can get around this. We're going to have barley here. Yeah, let's have this one end up being sunflowers instead of more barley. I can't change it while it's in season, of course. And then we're going to want to switch. Well, it's not like we need more flax either. Let's be honest. In terms of hemp, probably could stand changing some of these over to hemp. We've really do not need the flax. The linseed is a minimal benefit to having the flax now that we have so much other stuff to feed our animals. We have so much flax everywhere. So let's just start out with that. We'll have a couple of these just set to make us some more sunflowers because that's something we really should be making more of. I just have this intense need to balance everything perfectly, and I know it's not going to happen. But I am going to turn this... Yeah, that's going to be fine. I think it should be okay. Yeah. As long as we have some sunflowers growing on every farm, Which seems like we do. Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to leave that alone for now. We'll see if that works. Should help at least a little bit. And then also in this area, we have a forestry we put in here a really long time ago, right here. This guy does not need to be here. We'll just go ahead and get rid of it now, and we can replace this with a house. It is very much completely unnecessary. And I wonder if it's awaiting. Can we? Okay, they have to process the logs. All right. So this is the problem. Is I can't just get rid of the logs. I guess they have logs inbound. Well, let's get a turbo mode going here. See what they end up doing with that, because, well, we really do not need a forestry right here. Look at the closest trees that we can actually cut down are up here, and we have 2 whole forestries right here. We don't need them. They gotta be A-okay without that. So I guess now all we have to do is wait for these 2 guys decide to go get some logs. Yep. So we really just need to make sure this is empty. And I don't need any more logs coming in, so I don't know what the deal is with that. Maybe we won't be able to get rid of this. I don't know. So if I turn all of this down, see if they can get rid of stuff. I don't know. Sure hope they will. But if we can get this out of here, then that will hopefully clear up supply chain a little bit for the forestries, because, well, they just really don't need to exist. All right, now what are you going to do? What are you going to do with this 1 log? You're not going to do anything, are you? All right, make some bark. Make some bark out of the log. And empty the storage. Actually, we can just fire everybody so they can't bring any more logs in. Just get that stuff out of there. Come on. Got a little bit more. Just a little bit. Come get it. I guess we're just going to wait for a little bit. But yeah, once that's done, we should be able to demolish, and then all of that will be solved. And then after that, it's all gravy. We're just going to keep on building more and more. Across that 2,500 mark, and see if our production for everything else improves at all. Although I am curious about what is taking so long for all this firewood. Let's scroll out and move around here. Gotta find some more spots to put stuff. Okay, that's empty. Good. Demolish. Goodbye. You're finished. It's over. Now we have a bunch of space over here, and I haven't really been super happy with how this has been looking. But this area really does not want to support too much more construction. And it's not fantastic. We'll just say that. But I think for the most part, things are looking pretty decent. Pretty decent. We've got a lot that can still be improved, though. Like our carts. I'm pretty sure we can never have too many carts. So I'm going to go ahead and put in more cart parking in some different locations that don't look like they quite have enough. Just trying to figure out exactly where that might be. Like, we have a pretty good grasp on different areas having carts available. So maybe it's just one of those things where we don't really need to build more carts, but we're going to want to anyway. It's kind of hard to tell. Because you have areas like this, for example. We have 2 right next to each other, and 6 out of the 8 are currently in use. Which means that there is a pretty good demand, and this one needs repair. So, I believe, assuming the carpentries are actually, able to repair stuff, should be in decent shape. Alright, let's patronize these guys. Oh, okay, we have 3,600 window glass. I don't have a lot of money. So let's sell some clothing. Get some cash inflow here. And we need to buy a whole bunch of mead, because that's what these guys are always selling. Let's actually pause real quick so I can take care of the rest of this. These guys will buy apples, but we don't have any in export stock. But we do have spear, which we will sell in spades, along with our broadcloth and our clothing and all that fun stuff. Sunflower oil, my god, they want to buy 192,000. I'm not going to sell any because we don't have any left over, but we're due to receive about 1,700 cash, so we can spend just about that much on mead. Let's see. 10,000 is going to be 1,000 coins. And then window glass. I can actually buy, I'm going to go ahead and buy 2,000 for 520. And then dried fish. Okay, I'm not going to be able to buy 5,000, but I definitely need to buy, I think I can buy 375 worth. So we'll let them take care of that. We really should be producing more dried fish, but it's one of those things that we just can't produce enough fish in the first place, or salt. So we probably need to have another salt works somewhere. So pretty much all of these fishing docks are using salt, and they need boats fixed. So I guess this is in the queue to get fixed. I don't know what our homeboys are doing here. He says he's working, but this boat is not being repaired. Nothing going on in the slipway here, so not really sure what's going on over there. We'll give them the benefit of the doubt, though, and just assume that they're working. Right, like I said, I was trying to find places to put cart parking. So let's just go through all of these and see which ones are currently overutilized. Okay, so far most of these are actually not overutilized. Some of them aren't even being used at all. This one has, well, it has one that's stuck in there. That's fine. The one right next to it has about half. Yeah, these are almost all in use, so we probably could use another one right here. Let's do that. Let's put in another cart parking. I'm actually going to, yeah, I'm going to get rid of the bench. Can't get rid of the other thing there, but we can loan our cart parking. And I'm just going to build on top of the bench because why not? There's no rule that says I can't do that. And then we'll put another bench on the other side. And that's something that you guys want to see more of, as well as some additional benches. So we'll take the chance to just kind of populate this area with a few more. And just pretty much everywhere else we go. All right. Over here, yeah, these are all in use. This is an area that really I don't think can ever have too many carts. We do have dedicated cart sheds and wagon sheds, but it's still something that is kind of lacking. Like these guys right here, yeah, they're all over the place. All over the place. So I think as we start having more and more people working, looking for jobs, then we're going to want to put some more of these manned cart sheds in. But for the time being, a cart parking or two in a strategic location really would not be a bad idea. The only unfortunate thing is that we've really built up this area quite severely. There's not very many places to put this kind of thing. But that's not to say there's nowhere to put this thing. So let's see. Let's check out what our messenger here is looking for. We should be selling lots of iron. Even though it doesn't make us a lot of money, it is something to sell alongside the flax. Nice inflow of cash is always a good thing. Let's see. Wheat. We really shouldn't ever run out of wheat, and that's something that hopefully gets fixed in the future. But I'm going to go ahead and buy, say, 5,000 wheat. And honey really also should not be a problem either. But I'll buy 10,000 of that. What I do miss is the older versions of the game. Oh, I love looking at these fields when they're like the amber color. Just fantastic aesthetic in this game. Love it to death. I digress. What I was saying, I actually don't remember. I got distracted. Oh well. Oh yeah, it was the old honey stats in the houses with gardens. Of course, now we have the white lines of death happening again. Not really sure exactly what's going on with that. I think it's a, well, we know it's a pathing issue, but there's ways to get around this, so I don't know exactly what their problem is. At any rate, the prior updates had an issue with the honey to where it would just create tons. And I do mean tons. Like you'd have a house with a max size garden that would just be completely filled with beehives to the point where it was basically impossible to use all the honey that they were putting in to the economy. And that's just like, wow. You think, all right, this is kind of insane, kind of ridiculous, but then now you look back at it when like nobody's making honey. It's like, you know what? I kind of miss those days, right? Where you could just have an obscene amount of stuff for absolutely no reason. At any rate, we'll put in a couple of these cart sheds here, and we'll let people take advantage of those things. And then I believe I can go ahead and start paving in front of it. Although, you know what? I don't think I want to have this entire thing be paved. I will go ahead and pave right in front of all of this, but then I think I want to put in some trees here in the middle. Just kind of landscape a little bit. Get our favorite maple trees out. And actually, no, I'm going to put a fence in first. Our favorite fence is fence number 4. So I'll just stick this, say, right about here, just on the, just on this one side. I'll leave it open on the other side. But I'm just trying to prevent traffic from going through here so we can create a little bit of a little nature spot. Just put a maple tree there. Stick another one here. Let's see if we can find a good spot. There we go. Just keep on coming down this side. And just landscape this, make it look a little bit nicer. Add some visual interest, because that's not really something we've done to death. That's going to be too close to another tree. I have created a problem, I guess. Well, it's not really that big of a deal. We're just only going to get 6 trees here. Oh, that's fine. Not the worst thing ever. Go ahead and order some carts for this guy. This cart parking should be built, hopefully, sooner rather than later. Yeah, usually a pretty fast thing to build. And that'll give this area a little bit more stuff to carry around, and fills in a little bit more of our spot right here that didn't have anything else going on, which is, well, at least in my opinion, a pretty good thing to be doing. We need to be doing a lot more in the way of, please do not crash, thank you, in the way of landscaping, because I can't get low enough. The camera won't let me, but I really like the idea of having these tree-lined streets with some nice shade, even if the trees are probably too close to the houses in terms of, you know, structural integrity of the root systems and the foundations, and not messing with the buildings themselves. But it's a game and none of that matters, so we're a-okay there. But I just really like the idea of having these trees on both sides set up to provide some nice shade, a little bit of a cooling effect. Well, it's not pavement because it's stones, but you get what I'm saying. It makes cities in these areas that these people live in a lot more inviting. And that's really a key thing. We haven't really talked too much about in this game, but in actual, you know, the theory of urban planning, you want to create a space for people to exist in. Like, cities are not just incubators for human bodies, right? It's a place where someone lives their whole life. Like, you could have a person spend every single waking second of their entire life from birth to death in the same city. That's not really that uncommon of a thing if you don't have the money to travel or you don't have any reason to. So why not, you know, invest a little bit of money, invest a little bit of time and energy into making a place where people can thrive, not just exist. And even though it's a game and it doesn't keep track of all that stuff, I think it matters. And I'm always going to try to advocate for that in real life and also in these builds that we end up doing. Even if it's silly, takes a whole lot of time. But hey, we're 44 episodes deep into this. If you're watching this, then you're here for the long haul, and I'm not worried about you getting bored, right? We're taking our sweet time. We're having fun here, so I'm going to put some more trees in. Probably not in all of these spots, because we do have these wells here. But at the very least, at these corners, I think makes it look a lot nicer. So you don't have to live in such a barren wasteland. 'Cause that's just not something everybody wants to be going on with their lives, right? Make something interesting. Something that makes getting up in the morning and going out and doing your daily routine or going to work. Make it worth something. We're not put here just to live and then die. You gotta enjoy life. And in my opinion, that means trees. All this other fun stuff. But yeah, just little details like this I really want to try and focus a little bit more on now, since we're so deep into the playthrough. Just improve things, make stuff look a little bit nicer, and just enjoy the process of making something. That's what it's about, in my opinion. So it looks like these carts are getting put to good use, so that was a very nice thing to stick there. I don't know if we want to put any actual structure here. I don't think you can really support it unless we were to fence off this backside and then open up this. I kinda like this like this. I think it's fine. So let's come back here on the other side with more maple trees. Yep. And we'll space these out a little bit further. So it's not... I didn't do myself any favors with this path placement. In fact, this is probably a little too close for a tree in real life. But hey. What are they going to do? Sue me? Alright, we're going to be just fine with that, putting some more trees around. We got, like I said, lots and lots and lots to do in that regard throughout the rest of the map, but that is a very good start. Very good start. Let's see. I keep getting loaned all this money because our economy is a complete disaster, but the game doesn't currently punish us, so guess what? I'm not going to care. I don't think it's going to be that big of an issue. Now, we did get rid of our forestry here, so let's get rid of this last little stack of resources. Put it in another house here, and that'll help complete this area a little bit. These people have been here 3 years. These people have been here 61 years ago. So they could be original tenants. 61 years, 55, 55, 29, 55, 64. Because I know this is not the oldest part of town, but it has, look at this mess. It's these market stalls. This specific market stall, I don't know why, but it just has some rather severe pathing problems happening with it. It seems. And you have this white lines going underneath somewhere, and the topography doesn't really indicate that it's possible for that to be going anywhere else. But the angle that it's going down to the ground makes me think that there's something going on down here. I don't really know what's going on with that. But let's come back over here now that this is gone. Actually, let's see what these guys have, because we're going to need to be, yeah, we're going to need to be selling some more. We can sell 107,000 of these guys. So I imagine at this point, 1811, these towns have grown to be this huge industrialized powerhouses with tens of thousands of residents, and we're still sitting here at 2,400, making a small handful of clothes every year. All right, so sunflower oil, I'm not going to sell, so we can use it next year. At harvest time, we'll see the benefits of changing our crops around. I just want to make sure we have enough lime for when I do a bunch of row houses in a little bit here. So let's buy another 5,000. I think I can get. Yeah, let's do that. That'll help us a little bit. Right now, we're going to put in a village house with a garden. I think this is actually probably pretty well set up as it is. Just gonna get this to be a little bit nicer. I believe we'll be a-okay like that. Alright, that's gonna work. We'll get that built. And we've got a lot of landscaping and paving to do in here if we so choose. But before we do any of that, I did want to make sure that this whole area was more or less taken care of. And I did say last episode, I believe, something about removing these wells so we can pave this. This is a pretty major thoroughfare. We don't need these wells on the outside because we should have them over here on the inside. We have all these stone wells we can be placing in spots like this. So I'm going to come back on the inside of the fence and stick 2 of them right here, and then a Come over here, match up our angles. Not that it really matters that much, but I want to make sure that we have enough water for all of our people here. Yeah, so we'll get rid of those 2. Put in 4 other wells right here. Should solve that problem pretty quick. Oh, these don't match at all. What was I thinking when I put these in? This is like some of the very first row houses I built when that got added to the game. So I think, yeah, this is not my best work, but I'm not going to tear it down. That's history right there. We'll leave that alone. We'll get this paved up. So while we're waiting on that, okay, these are, oh wow, they're all gone. So I'll tell you what, let's just make this a little little area for cart sheds. We'll just put in, say, 3 of these right next to each other. And then I think we can probably fence that in. This, they don't need to be cutting through this at all. So what we'll do, I think I'm going to have this. It's not gonna want me to. Inaccessible, but I can do this. But it doesn't want me to do that. I've created a monster. There's really no escaping this, is there? I think that's going to have to suffice to get people to be forced to go to the other side. And then on this side, we can just drag this. I don't want to connect. Stop it. I do not want to connect to that side. Let me just unsnap this right here. Come on. Jeez. What a pain. The snapping is a cool thing until it doesn't work. So we're just gonna leave that there. That's fine. And remember, we had our trees kind of separating the middle of our thoroughfares here. I want to continue that. We just have to figure out exactly what this is going to end up looking like. Yeah, so let's come all the way across here. We'll just do this all in one little bit, right like that. There we go. Come on, we plop that down. Now this was already kind of separated right here with these trees. And the way that this splits up, I can't really continue that here without it looking kind of weird. At least going this way. So I think what we'll do is we'll just kind of follow this way around right here and then fill that in. And then figure out something to go here. Maybe a little park or something. We got some options. The only problem now is the game has to do so much that it does calculations all the stinking time. And if we run at 12 times speed the whole time, then it kind of becomes a little bit, shall we say, it's not unusable, but it's definitely not having a fun time. So we might have to kind of abandon our 12 times speed preference and just learn to live with a little bit slower pace. So we have these trees here. That's not the best contour I could do. But I think for now it'll be fine. And we'll come in with our pavement and get this all lined up. We'll do it in little sections. It's probably going to take a while to get all this built. But it's all going to be worth it when all of this looks fantastic, is nicely landscaped. It's going to make our city come to life, and that is always worth the investment of time. Alright, so that is going to finish that out pretty well, I think. There we go. And then on the back side of this, I'm going to want to put in some fences. Although, honestly, I'm kind of tempted to put some other stuff over here, but I'm going to put a fence in first. Let's just have this go all the way across, like so. Then we'll do the same thing through here. Just kind of follow the contour. It's not going to change shape that much. gonna have to be cognizant of how all this is fitting in. All right, so not a huge curve, but should work. I don't know why this guy's just kind of chilling here. My dude, go home. Something comforting about the routine of everyday life. Yes, like getting stuck in a construction site. There you go. Good stuff. All right, so I need to find where I can put trees. There we go. As we get a little close there. We'll just keep on planting these guys. Make ourselves a nice little park. I hesitate to make this another cemetery because I think at this point we've just reached like a critical mass for the amount of dead bodies, and there's at no point am I going to be able to actually keep up with it. So I'm kind of tempted to just, you know, stop. But at the same time, I don't really want to do that. So I don't know, maybe we want to actually kind of close this area off. This, I don't think, would be the worst thing to have this end up set up like this. Just trying to think a good entrance to this probably is going to have to be down here. Actually, this is too long, so we need to get rid of this because this does not match up here. I was going to have this kind of meet up with this, but maybe not, or maybe I just, you know, maybe I just shut up and do this. It's like kind of like, all right, are you just wasting your time, huh? There we go. Let's get this lined up nicely here. I think this is going to be about as good as we can get. Just put this probably about smack dab in the middle there. Uneven terrain. Look, it's 2 poles that go into the ground. How could that be uneven terrain? Well, maybe maybe we won't put this here. Maybe it has to go on the other side. I guess that's how it's going to be. So let's see. Let's just do that. We'll call that good enough. Then pull this down here and right the way across there. All right, so that works. Just need to get some more trees planted, which we will in very short order. Put a tree there, call that done. Put this in the corner. Oh, yes, I love it when I can fit an extra tree there. All right, let's put this in the corner. I think I've got enough space. Okay, that's, shall we say, less than ideal. Too close to another tree. That's a shame. Oh well, life goes on. I think I can only get one more. Can I get 2? Oh, I might be able to get 2. Yes, good. Good call with that. We're going to have to figure something to put in here at some point. At this exact moment in time, I don't know what that might be. But I do know that I can... Nope, hold on. I do know that I can have this set up here. Oh, nope, I can't because it's going to overlap this one tiny spot here. So that's what we'll do is we'll just fix that. Like so. Yeah, it's going to have a little bit of a rough line on the outside, but that will be finished. End up looking decent. Good opportunity here to put in some benches on the back side of the building. People do come out of here. So let's see. Can I get this to be a little straighter? All right. Put a bench there. Put a bench there. And then I'll put another at least 1 or 2 on this other side. There we go. So 4 benches there ought to help. And now I think all I have left to do is build this pavement. We should have already had this. Yes, that's all delineated. This is going to look a whole lot nicer with some stuff here. And then we just have to have this. Yes, okay, so let's find our collision mesh for these. And just have this built out like so. Right here, actually, we might have space to put a couple of these wells. No, I did not plan appropriately for that, which is unfortunate. But to what we can do is I can put in a couple of those benches right there and then put in a nice dog rose bush right there. And then on either side, we can come in with the pavement, get stuff established here. We'll get occupied, huh? By whom? Well, that's fine there. I'm not gonna time lapse the construction of the pavements. We've been down that road, literally. We've literally been down that road way too many times, and I don't think you guys want to sit here and watch another one of those, but we will get to enjoy what those look like, and that's always fun. All right, so I hope these match. I hope these actually touch. We'll see what happens. If they don't, then that's going to be just a little irritating. And by just a little irritating, I mean definitely a lot of irritating. But what can you do? We'll just fill in a little bit more of all of this, piece by piece. Make good use of all of our stone deposits, because this is really starting to look like a nice kind of finished area. Hopefully you guys like that. Look at all these path segments we got. I don't know what the limit on objects in the game is. I feel like we're probably going to hit it pretty soon, based on when fields and trees and stuff just stopped rendering in my previous playthrough. So we'll see what happens. I am very interested to see if these two mesh right here. I guess based on the boxes, I thought they might not, but based on where the stones are actually going down, stands a pretty good chance of actually touching. Not that it's really that important, but would be nice. I don't know. We'll come back and revisit that at some point. If I can get the game to let me do anything else. It's very angry with me. As you can see, we've got a lot of stuff going on. I'm going to slow it down to 5 times speed. Give it a little bit more time to think. So that's looking good. I don't think we need to pave this, but I do think we want to start paving on the waterfront here. Where's that white line going? Because it doesn't come out of the other side here, but it also doesn't connect to a building. Unless it goes to one of these. But I don't see any white lines coming out of them, so, you know, I guess we might never know. I don't think I want to pave inside this. You can just kind of leave that alone as is. But we definitely want to pave all of this. And then we really want to do something here. But I don't know how much more of this pavement construction you guys want to see. So I think what we'll do, for today at least, is we'll just have all this connect. And then maybe next time we can get to this. Might start doing these as live streams too, because I don't know how many more of these hour-long videos with time lapses people really want to see. So if you are watching these videos, please do leave a comment. Let me know that you're enjoying these, or if you're not, please also let me know that you're not enjoying them. I mean, I play these games and I do these videos because I have a really fun time doing it, and you guys seem to enjoy them as well. But I don't want to be spending too much time and taking up all these possible video upload slots if it's stuff you guys really don't want to see. So I do always welcome your feedback. Positive or constructive, whatever is on your mind. Because at the end of the day, you guys are the ones that watch these videos, so I want it to be something you enjoy. But I do think I like the idea of having live streams for Ostriv, because it's a very relaxing game, especially when you get to this point in a playthrough where everything is just kind of already to the point where there's not really that much else you can do except just more of the same that you've already been doing. It can very easily turn into something that's just kind of a slog, which I feel like is kind of how some people are thinking of this kind of stuff. And I want to try to avoid that. So this will now connect all of this up, minus this section. But this will be a complete unbroken pavement stretch from pretty much the entrance of the town all the way over here. Come through this kind of main thoroughfare, all of this mess, and then down here to this bridge. Obviously we need to have this paved, but that's not going to be today. We've already spent so much time putting pavement stuff in. So let's take stock here real quick. We've got lime. Yeah, we got 12,000. 6,000 window glass. So in terms of row houses, if we go to a regular 3-floor row house, takes 220 glass and about a little more than 1,000 lime. So we could, in theory, we could build almost 10 of these. I don't think we're going to, though. We're almost to 2,500. I want to at least get there and figure out a few more other things we can do. Yes, we actually have 120 people looking for a job during planting season, which is, I guess, a good problem to have. It means we have a healthy labor workforce. And actually, we should now be having these... yeah, look at this, 8,800 bark. There's still not enough bark to start ash production, my god. Alright, well, at least we have that. I will limit the laborers to these for 8 each. Not that they were being used in the first place. Glassworks is working. Dairy has always been a pain. Milk production, now it's... Oh, okay, it's March again, so it's not going to be that big of a an indicator here. We're producing 360 butter, and we're selling 350 of it. So the people are consuming all of it that we're making. We're not perishing any. We're still perishing a ton of apples. So I think maybe there's an issue with the market stalls and not selling apples, because that's something that really should be selling immediately. Fresh fruit. Yeah, see, look. People just, people aren't buying apples. Or they were buying apples, but not enough of them, and then everything's spoiled. I don't know. Like, butter sold 220 in 1811, and sold 959 apples in 1811 at this one stall. So, I mean, people are using it. People are definitely taking advantage. It's just, maybe something... Yeah, look at this. 1,000 apples in 1811. So we're definitely making good use of them. Even though we're spoiling a ton of them, people are eating them, so I don't think that's really something to be too concerned about. Now, we already have plenty of housing here. I don't think we need to build any more in that spot. And right here, I don't know that I want to have too much more nonsense happening in this corner. But I kind of want to just add another corner here. Let's see what kind of shenanigans I can get into with this kind of a building if I have these match up here. Because this is not... It's a little more obtuse than 90 degrees. This is pretty much a perfect 90. This is a little more obtuse because of the terrain. But I think, can I compress one side of this without it looking too completely ridiculous? I think that might be achievable. I mean, this isn't the most beautiful looking thing in the world, but yeah, I guess this is okay. I really wanted this to be a little more so. So maybe what we do instead is we take a 2-story row house, just a regular one, and then just kind of compress like this. See what kind of nonsense shenanigans we can find ourselves in. That's going to be too short. So I want to try to just kind of gently go around the curve here. So we have that set up like so. can I then put a corner next to that and get almost to a 90? No, see, that's going to take me past. That was the problem I was getting to. I couldn't do that. So I guess we'll just have to go kind of all the way around. Although now I have to get the other design. All right, so if we do that. Yeah, thank you for tolerating my insanity, by the way. If you were somehow seeing this as my first video of mine that you've seen, apologies. Welcome to the madness here. All right, let's do. I think I can do one more and get it more or less flat. Just about. Let's see, too short. I need to strike a distance here that's not too short, not too long. I think, yeah, I'm gonna have to just do this. It's not gonna be the most beautiful thing you've ever seen, but it is going to work. All right, come to think of that, do any of these have stores in them? Okay, we definitely need more stores. Even though we have these two right here, and not that one. Yeah, okay, so next one we put in definitely needs to be a store. And that will get us to, nope, wrong button, there we go. That'll get us to, hopefully, flat here. Yeah, that's looking like that's going to be the ticket. Alright, so then this actually needs to be more or less flat on the one side. There we go. That's going to be a store, so that's 4 of those. I guess I can do an archway here. Just so we have some way of getting in the middle. Give me one of the ones with the fun pointy roofs. Or is it not going to let me? There we go. Yep, I got my archway there. Attach, attach. Alright, and we'll do that very nicely. Another 2-story on the side. Line those up. And there's 5 of those. So this is going to be a big, just row of warehouses. Row houses, not warehouses. Row houses. Then we have all this space on the side here. Let's see if I can... Oh, okay, it's not... There we go. I have to mouse over it to show the footprint of the building. But I think what we're going to end up doing is along this red line here, we'll be able to put in either some trees or something to kind of make us forget that that's the edge of the map. You know, I probably should have reversed these so that the actual main entrance is on the inside. Yeah, that would have been smart, but none of the rest of these are set up like that, so I guess that's not the worst thing ever. Yeah, that's fine. So we need to put in, please do not crash. Please, I am begging you. Grant me this one wish. Alright, let's put in some stone wells, assuming the water quality is good. It wasn't over here. Yeah, I'm going to put some of these on the inside, just so we have some water available. And I think, yeah, I'm just going to have these sit, say, here and here, and then I'm actually going to move these to the front. And then I'll put a couple more, maybe right here, in between here and the little archway. So I put this one here, and move this guy a little bit more that direction. All right, so I'm gonna build the wells first. Get that taken care of. We have this one last pavement. Look at this. All right, yeah, I like this. This is looking a whole lot nicer, and this area is going to be quite nice once this is actually put in here. I don't know if there is a forestry close enough to plant these maple trees. There might not be. Well, we'll find out. If they haven't planted one, then I guess we just have to build a forestry and have them, you know, actually plant stuff. But that's going to be a problem for next time. Let's see. stored hay, we have 46,000, so that's looking good. Oh, the game's still paused. All right, let's check in on our bulls. Do we have beef? We actually don't. So let's slaughter some bulls and just get those over with. We'll do a couple of them. By a couple of them, I mean 3 per cowshed. We'll sell the beef. I know that for sure. We just can't let it get to a point where they're completely dominated. And I don't know what the deal is with the milk. We just are never going to be able to produce enough, it seems like. Oh well. If that's the way it goes, then that's the way it goes. This is our bullshed. We'll just kind of leave this alone. Oh my god. See, this is what I'm talking about. Look at this. Is there any way that we can just, you know, not have... I know this is not how biology works, but is there any way we can just not have half of all the cows born be bulls because they're useless in this game? Outside of, you know, a couple every 15 years to replace oxen in the farms. Oh, what a pain. I guess if I really don't want to, I could just castrate all of them so they can't reproduce. That's probably the easiest thing to do. Because the oldest ones in a shed will be killed first. That's probably what the problem is. It's just these guys are able to get busy, and they shouldn't be. But the other downside is it makes it very hard to actually find them if you do that. So I don't know. What do I care? I don't go in here once every like 2 or 3 in-game years anyway. So I guess I can just leave 1 or 2. Yeah, we'll just leave the 1. Not that I think they're going to have 1-month-olds actually siring children, but who knows? I don't know too much about farming or animal husbandry or anything like that. I just noted that in this game, it's a problem. It is a huge problem. Alright, so I think we should be just about done with this. And then we'll do a time lapse, and then we'll get you out of here. And you can enjoy the rest of your Friday. Okay, I'm not worried about that one. Alright, so that's going to be it. Alright, we have... Alright, let's move the pavement out front here. Just to have them build this, and we'll do the rest of our time lapse, and that is going to be it. So let's get these guys in here. I do want to watch them build this. I always love watching them place the stones down. It's very satisfying. Very fun. Alright, and that is looking quite nice. Let's just check this for my sanity. Oh, look at this. Perfect. That is absolute perfection. We just have to fill in this with some benches or bushes or something else there. And now we can just kind of come over here. You know what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to have this be in one spot. Right like this. And we can just watch everything get built from this singular perspective. And we'll call it a day. So there we go. We're going to start the time lapse, and then I will see you on the other side. Alright, so here we are. Middle of December, 1812. Finished our last row house, and we just crossed over 2,500 population. As soon as the game finishes performing the calculations, we'll take a closer look at everything else that's going on. Down to 1 times speed. Yeah, now this is it's not the most realistic, shaped housing area, but I kind of like it. I think it's working well. And we've got a store we need to populate. Get people involved. Buying and selling all sorts of fun stuff here. And since this is December, we can take another look at our year stats for resource spoilage. So yeah, apples, apricots, need to be selling some more of those. A little bit of barley harvest, buckwheat harvest. So farms haven't been the most efficient for gathering, it looks like. Other than that, cherries we already knew, but look at all the cherries we sold. 9,400 cherries. Sold 8,000 apricots, sold over 12,000 apples. So we're just fine. We're doing really well with those. Other spoilage, flax harvest. So yeah, some of the farms very clearly did not get everything taken care of. So we really want to make sure we're incentivizing laborers to take advantage of working at the farm. So we'll take a look at how to do that. Probably just increase the wages for laborers, honestly. Seems to be the easiest way to do it. Potato harvest. Yeah, we had a... Did we just have one farm not have any laborers? Yeah, because we had a bunch of harvest. A bunch of harvest get spoiled. So what is the deal with that? Like, this has plenty of stuff. Maybe it was, Because I feel like we should have had, Well, what about barley? What does our barley harvest parish look like? Only 84. So I don't really know. Don't really know what's going on with that. Let's just go around to the rest of these. Oh, there's still a ton. Okay, so storage is full because of all this. Jeez, all this stinking barley. All right, so let's pause. That would be why. That is exactly what's happening here. Is we have way too much barley. Okay, and I can't just destroy one little bit of... Okay, so what do we have here that's going to get spoiled? Flax, potatoes, buckwheat, okay, no. We got to get this barley out of here. Where can I put this, though? So we don't really have any, other storage options. That sucks. This is like an entire farm we're not going to be able to really do anything with. And there's not even really that much barley that we harvested. I think this is all left over. Yeah, we have so much barley. So we, really irritating. I don't have anywhere to put it, do I? That's already almost full. Basically full. Storage on this is only 5,000, so I can't really put it there. Barber surgery is making money, which is nice, I guess. Man, that is... I'm, like, actually kind of irritated. I have no idea where else I can even put it. At least we have bark in this warehouse now. That was the... that was the, like, world-ending stupid scenario. Okay. What am I gonna do about this? I actually have no idea. I think the easiest thing to do is just gonna be building more storage for this garbage. Oh, I know it's not gonna solve this problem for right now, but okay. Let's just see what happens. All right. I do have some space in this warehouse right here, so I am going to I guess I can try to move 5,000 barley by wagon into this thing. Oh, we have so much capacity here. So much capacity. Carts are closer or wagons? I'll do one of these by wagon. Let's try, let's just try moving all of the barley into this. See if they can actually make that work. And then, yeah, here come the laborers. If they can save even just a little bit of this, it'll be worth it. Do we have storage space again now? Okay, it's very, very slowly happening. All right. There we go. All right, we're getting something done here. Good. Good, that's what we want. Can I get any more than 20? No, 20 is the max. All right, so it looks like we are going to be able to save at least some of our harvest, which is very good. I really hope they can get to sunflowers. Somehow I doubt that's going to happen. We'll see. It's not impossible. Yes, yes, look at that. Look at that. Numbers going down. Oh, they've got part of a week to do it. Okay, the rest of these were fallow. Wheat, fallow. Okay. All right, so it looks like we're going to get most of it. So that is, in fact, good. All right, so crisis partially averted. And now we know we really, really need to get up on the beer production to take all of our barley out of here. There's going to be just a little bit that gets wasted. Maybe, maybe not. Nope, okay. So I guess even still into January they can gather some of it. Okay, that's a much, much nicer thing to see than having all of this be completely spoiled. Can we take a look at perish right there? Fish. Good. Look at our storage here. We got 60,000 barley. All right, so we now have our. I really hate how this looks, but we needed this. All right, so we got hops and barley. We got 12,000 over here. I'm just gonna have this whole thing just be barley, and this other one down here is gonna be barley as well. The buildings didn't quite line up, which is unfortunate, but what can you do? I'll make that be 5,000. This will be 5,000, and then I'm going to apply to all, and that should eventually have this get rebalanced. Looks like it will. And hopefully that helps us avoid at least somewhat the perils of over harvesting barley. We still have so much, and we got rid of a lot. In terms of sunflowers, we have 4,300 sunflowers stored. We have 55, 56, 57, 5,700 sunflower oil. So, that's actually working. Good to see. I think we've solved a lot of problems. Did a little bit of decorating. Made some stuff look a little bit nicer. And added some funky looking houses over here. But yeah, that is a pretty good spot to stop for today. It ended up being, well, I guess compared to the Timberborn videos, kind of short. But still a little bit long for the Ostriv stuff. But we got lots of stuff done, so that is very, very good to see. Let's plant this reforestation area again, make sure we keep on top of that. And then next time, we can start building some more houses in this area. Oh my god, look at this. These cart parkings are having all sorts. Okay, it's this one market stall. Seems to be. Oh, okay. Well, that needs to be fixed. Putting that there. Maybe that's what was causing some of our spoilage problems. At any rate, we've made some excellent progress. Very, very pleased with everything we've got going on. So don't forget, if you have any ideas for what you want to see in this series as it continues, please do leave a comment. I always read them. Can't always respond, but sometimes we get some really good comments that help us fix stuff, like we did today with Jay Fisher. Like I mentioned at the top of the episode, very, very helpful things. Noticing, I think they binged the entire series, if I remember correctly, which, well, first off, that's a lot of stuff. That's like, I don't know, 40, 50 hours worth of content right there. But sometimes you can catch stuff if you have a fresh set of eyes on it, or people looking out. So please do always give me your suggestions. I will always, at the very least, consider them. If it's something that works, we'll do it. If not, then, well, that's okay. Just glad you're here to share in all of the fun of doing this stuff. But yeah, this is episode 44. I don't know how many more of these I have in me in terms of actually making interesting stuff. So if you want to see more episodes, do let me know. If you want to see this possibly transition to live streams, also let me know that. I feel like this could be a very good live stream game, especially as the pace slows down, so there's a little bit more time to interact with chat and everything like that. But yeah, either way, let me know. always open to suggestions as we continue with this and other things. Don't forget we have live streams this weekend for Timberborn, City Skylines, and then all sorts of other fun stuff coming up as well. I just want to take another opportunity to thank you for being here through 44 episodes of Ostriv and all the fantastic support. I really appreciate it, and I'm glad that you chose to spend a little bit of time on your Friday or whatever day it is when you're watching this, if you don't watch it when it gets posted, with me. I appreciate it. And also huge thanks to the Beard Boosters making all this stuff possible and providing a little bit of extra support so I can justify spending a whole bunch of time playing video games during the work week and doing all that fun stuff. But yep, snow's melting. That means winter is over, and that means this episode is over as well. So that's going to be it for today. Again, thanks for being here. I really appreciate you. Hope whatever you're doing, you have a fun and a safe rest of your day, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.